You're listening and watching to a very special podcast. Alright, guys, here we have more on phenomenon serendipity, and here we're doing more on Tilda. That's right. Okay, enjoy. Tilda was getting ready for her performance, her gig. It was in this beautiful ballroom like place. Really beautiful, and it took place indoors. Tilda had a little bit of blue highlights. Some were deep blue and the others were ice blue. There was a bit of white, and she had her instruments made out of ice ready. She had done sound check earlier, but lately Tilda has been pretty stressed out. Finally, she managed to push the stress out of her head, got one of her guitars as she was ready. She would be using an acoustic one. She was so nervous. This is the first time I'm ever going to perform in front of thousands of people. But then she remembered her mother, and she was so brave. I can do this, she said. I can do this. Putting the strap over her shoulder, around herself, she went to the stage in the bright light. She managed to focus on what she's here for. Taking the neck of the guitar, she began holding onto one of the strings on the frets. Then she strummed. Then she just continued to strum, but even more a little upbeat. But it was more of a ballad than something upbeat. Then she stopped, and then she sang as she played. Never made it as a wise man, couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing, tired living like a blind man, sick of sound and a sense of feeling. This is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken. Oh, but then she stopped when all of a sudden she could hear something. Then she cut the track, and then she turned. Then she mouths, "Did you hear that?" All of a sudden, it was quiet and everyone was tensing because they heard some voice. It sounded like, where I could hear it. Then she had something flashing in her mind, and she gasped. Aaron came at her side. "What is it? What's wrong?" He said. "No, it can't be." The others crowded her. What is it?" Natsu said. "Luna, she's here," she said. Silver could hear that singing closer and closer. Nobody else can but her, but she wasn't the only one. Now I can hear it too. Even Shadow and Effie. Shadow was perking her ears when she heard this. "What is that sound? Do you hear it?" Shadow said. "What's wrong, honey?" "Girls, what is it?" Lorraine said. "Mommy, There's some sort of sound that's coming from out there, Effie said. Silver was trying to listen. Hanji noticed. Is everything okay? She said. I can hear something. Can you? She asked. What? How can you hear that? Hanji asked. Silver just shrugged. It's a blessing and it's a curse. Trust me on this, she said. Nai was trying his best to listen in. He turned and he was trying to. He almost fell down from the balcony if not Barrere catched him. You hear something, right? She asked. Yes, there's a sound that doesn't belong here, he said. Tilda turned to the window above. Then the window breaks and someone comes crashing in. Everyone shouted in fear. Tilda ducked as she stopped the glass from getting on anybody and herself. Then there was Luna's high-pitched and horrible laugh like a little girl. Here's Looney! Well, Agents of Evermore! I think I have a little date with you. It looks like we didn't have to finish up when I had to kill you, she said. Aaron looked at the girl. Who is she? He said. You don't want to get near her, believe me. She does things unspeakable. Barrere Devlin, Luna called in a sing-song voice. Where are you? Oh, I know. I think maybe I'll take on Maggie. And maybe her little team, too. I wonder how they're gonna survive in the nightmare world, huh? Time to die, Luna said. No, not them. Maggie can't go through the same thing that I did. Knowing her condition, she might fall into madness or even something even more worse, Barrere thought. Silver was watching this. Then all of a sudden she just jumped and kicked Luna by the side. Luna couldn't believe it and tried her best to lunge at Silver. But Silver, all of a sudden, she just jumped in the air and went on the rails of the balcony. She turned to Sabretooth and just smiled. And then she turned back and then she jumped. She went on the chandelier and was hiding from above of Luna. But Luna knew she was up there. Get your ass down here this instant! Luna exclaimed. Sorry, I think I'm allergic to, Somnus necro, my lady. I heard it's deadly and it's dangerous. Hey, I was wondering, where did you get that pink and blue suit? It looks quite fetching on you, although pink and black would be more of my suit. Silver said, Oh, are you trying to be a wisecracking bitch? Luna said. Ooh, hey now. Easy with the cursing, m'lady. You are not being a lady. Who says I need to be a lady? I'm a freaking girl. I'm not even a lady like you when you're only about 21 years old, yet you're a psychotic woman child. Luna said. Oh, I am? A psychotic woman child. Yeah, sure, woman child. Do you have anything else you want to call me? Yeah. A little heifer, Luna said. She aimed her Somnus Necro and tried to fire at Silver, but Silver was a lot quicker. Look at me, I am Spider-Girl. Catch me if you can. Woot woot. Silver began to do a backflip. She dodged all of the attacks of Somnus Necro. Hold still, you little witch. Hold still, hold still, hold still. Listen, if I were you, I would get myself checked out because you're acting a little psychotic. Well, it's not my fault that I have to be injected with medicine, Luna said. Wait, medicine? Medicine? Shadow thought. Tilda looked at Luna. What the hell is she talking about? She thought. Luna shouted, "Never mind that! Fight me, you little witch!" As Silver continued to dodge more and more and made up a lot more wisecracking jokes, irritating Luna, Luna then shouted, "All right, Evermore, why don't you bring your Titan boy over here? I got a little something that you people are gonna have to regret. You see, there are only about 3 hostages. They're being held captive by someone known as Marcus Sade. If you can stop him before anything bad happens, then you get to save the hostages. But I warn you, it's not going to be easy, and you better hurry quick. Time is running out, or else they all die." "See ya," Luna said. Tilda was shocked. Hostages? What? This can't be good. Suddenly, she heard Barreau's voice. "Come on, we gotta hurry!" Barreau and her team ran over to follow Luna. The others followed behind. Tilda couldn't believe this, but she turned to Captain Levi and called out, "Hey, are you ready?" she said. "Ready as I'll ever be," he said. "Just try not to fall behind." "Same goes to you," Tilda said, and they followed the others. Alright, that's the end of this podcast. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I give you my gratitude. I know I've been really, really busy, and I hope you all forgive me for that. But I'll see you next time. I'm Catherine Donovan. Bye-bye.